Hey guys, and welcome to our review of Hold the Dark, directed by Jeremy Saulnier, starring Jeffrey Wright, Riley Keough, Alexander Skarsgård,
Mandy Patinkin.
James.
No.
It's a very. That's Jeffrey Wright, actually.
Oh.
James Badge-Dale, among others, including
Macon
Blair.
Macon?
Is that like pecan or pecan?
Sounds like bacon. Making
some Blair.
Bacon. Yeah,
Yeah,
my name is Scott Ellis. I'm joined here by Tim McGavick.
Oh, I'm back. It's been weeks.
What are you doing here,
Welcome
man?
back.
I almost died. It was crazy.
Really?
I'm back
Too
though.
bad.
Good.
Better than ever.
That's a lot of energy you're bringing here.
Go back
This is new
down.
me.
Take about
Tone it
20%
down.
off there, buddy.
No. I'm gonna be at 110 the whole time.
Oh shit.
Tim, Phil's the new you. Haven't you heard?
Also joining us is Phil Clark.
Hey guys,
Is that with an E or without an E?
Phil has no E.
No, Clark.
Well, it's Philly.
With an E.
With an E.
Okay.
Add the
And
E.
Tyler Switolski.
Hey guys.
Is that with an E?
I'm. There's one E in Tyler.
You're back also, right?
I am also here.
Like you're never here.
I'm enjoying this nice Dr.
Where
Pepper.
the fuck did you wait?
So loud, man.
Why did you took the last Dr. Pepper?
Now we're demonetized.
This was the last one.
What the fuck, dude?
We normally make so much money now.
Well,
Also joining us is Adam Franey.
Hey guys, I'm actually here.
just waiting on that Dr. Pepper sponsorship.
Shit.
We've only got one.
Actually, you know what?
Tim?
Fake it to me.
Yeah,
Can you give us a little synopsis
sure can, buddy.
of Hold the Dark?
Just so happy to be
Now on Netflix.
I know. Friendship.
Believing her son has been taken by a pack of wolves, a mother reaches out to retired writer and wolf expert Russell Core and begs him to come to northern Alaska and recover her boy from the wilderness. However, when her war veteran husband returns home, a violent and unexpected series of events kicks off.
Sounds intriguing.
Unexpected. Interesting.
Serious.
Now, several of us watched this at TIFF.
Others watched it by ourselves.
On Netflix.
In fact, Adam and I are the only ones that
You
watched
say
this
several.
at TIFF.
We saw it a little
The
before.
rest of you plebs watched it on Netflix when
Yes.
it came out.
We
Home
all
Alone, midnight
we-
watch.
we all watched it.
It's very sad.
Tim, let's start with you.
I'm not prepared.
Now, did you like Green Room?
Green Room's a 5. Favorite
Hey.
movie of that year. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You're Jeremy.
So I
Saulnier.
wanna go to you then first.
Okay.
What did you think of Hold the Dark?
Well, I love my westerns,
Mm-hmm.
which this is not one.
It's not a western.
Okay.
However, I also
like
love.
your Jeremy Saulnier.
I do like when Jerry's on it. I also love movies with Aboriginal people for some reason.
Yeah, okay.
Big fan.
That's a weird niche.
I know. It's just odd.
Me too.
A la like Winter's Bone. No, not Winter's Bone. Fuck.
Wind River.
Wind River. Thank you.
Dances with
Yeah.
Wolves.
Why'd you come back?
Nice one, Switty.
Also love like Tundra type
Pocahontas.
stuff. A la
Wind River.
Wind River.
Wind River.
So you love Wind
Fargo.
I
River?
love Wind River. It's 5.
Yeah.
Fargo.
Fargo.
So you love this
Assassination of
movie?
Jesse James has a big Tundra scene as well.
Yeah.
March of the Penguins.
Mars Penguins, great.
Happy Feet.
Episode 3 of
Feet.
Planet Earth.
Glaciers.
I like this movie. It's good.
Really?
It kind of, I don't like,
Huh.
the pacing is weird. It's a little long.
A little long.
I also don't love the writing in it, which is, this is the first movie he has not written.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
It's written by Mick.
It's written by Macon Blair and some other guy.
I knew that.
Which
Adapted.
I think,
It's adapted from a novel.
yeah, which I think is an issue. I think if I read the novel, I would not be surprised if a lot of dialogue is lifted directly from it. Because in novels, a lot of dialogue is like very like whimsical or like poetic and kind of like they talk in riddles the whole time. You're never sure. Like that happens a lot. Apparently, that's a big complaint with The Counselor because it's written by Cormac McCarthy and he has like very specific way of writing and it doesn't translate well to film.
It's not cinematic.
Kind of felt this way. Yeah, like nothing that people said in this movie. I'm like, this is not how people talk at all. Like this is all very odd,
Right. It's
Right.
weird.
very surreal. But I did like a lot of it. I think the atmosphere was pretty good. It's pretty tense. Had a crazy shootout. Fucking, I was just like,
Wind River-esque?
rivals, Wind River.
Maybe.
Yeah, but then it just kind of like, I don't know. I just don't like the way the story like kind of like devolved, and I don't like the resolution a whole lot. I'm like, it didn't really like wrap up very nicely. I don't
What
think.
resolution?
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I don't think it wrapped up at all.
No. Yeah.
It's
So
interesting.
that bothers me. Performances are pretty solid from Jeffrey Wright.
Oh,
Skarsgård is okay. I'm not a huge fan of him, anyways.
yeah. One-dimensional.
Riley Keough is interesting in it. James Badge-Dale, I do love.
Solid.
He's a very good actor.
He's always a very likable. He always
Yeah.
plays someone very likable.
Who are these
actually.
names, sorry? Riley Keough? Who's that?
She's the wife.
Oof.
The one woman in the movie.
The only-
There you go.
Who-
Sexually terrifying.
I didn't
Yes,
know Riley.
Yeah.
that was very odd.
Yes.
Did not
We'll
expect
touch on that.
I
And
was
who
into
was
that.
the next guy you said?
Oh, I was.
that. James Badge-Dale. He plays the chief.
The police chief.
sheriff.
I was
Chief.
into
Mustache.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Mustache
We'll
man.
get it there.
Very likable.
Yeah, very likable guy.
Very charismatic.
Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't quite hit as well as I was hoping it would because I love Green Room. Blue Ruin's also fantastic. But yeah, I think it's the script mostly that I have an issue with.
Interesting.
Because I think Saulnier adds a little bit, when I guess his writing must add a little bit of like humanization to the characters.
Okay.
Interesting. Well,
Maybe
Ty,
Mm.
One on.
you saw Green Room?
Green Room, I did see.
Wow. Now, what do you think of this? As you sip your Dr. Pepper.
Refreshing.
You thought this was refreshing?
It's coming.
I thought that this. I'm going to agree with a lot of the points that Tim had. There was.
You saw this movie, right?
My question also.
You're not going to just reiterate what I said?
Guys, it was a crazy movie.
Crazy.
Crazy from start
A lot
to
of
finish.
things.
Did you see
Sign.
it?
Not a good sign.
Colors?
The colors were lacking.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
He
he watched
saw
it.
it.
He saw it.
Quite
It was dark.
bleak.
It's very dark.
They
would
didn't
say.
hold the dark on this one.
They did not. Okay, so the problem I had with this movie was,
Gross.
Tim, you're right. Like the when it went on, like to me, this could have been like a half hour shorter,
Yeah.
and like even then, like it still didn't pace as well as I would have wanted.
I liked
to.
it less and less as it went on.
Yeah, and there was a lot of like parts to it where I was just like, okay, this is happening. I'm hoping this pays off later. I'm hoping like something they kind of explain this a bit more. They don't. Yeah, like performances were good. I think, or at least Jeffrey Wright was. I thought he was great actually. But everyone else was James Badge-Dale.
Correct.
Okay, I said James. I'm like, no, that doesn't sound right. I know Badge-Dale, but James sounds weird. I liked him a lot. But other than that, I think it was pretty.
Now,
fine.
refresh
Yeah.
the viewers and us. What did you think of Green Room?
Green Room was intense as shit
Okay.
from start to finish.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you love it?
I did love Green Room.
Really?
Yeah.
So good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very tense movie. This here, like there was a lot of. I feel like there was a lot of intensity built into a lot of the moments. Oh, I'm just gonna get this out first.
No, I think you gave Green Room a 3.5.
No.
On the podcast, I
No.
think you did.
We'll
I
touch
don't
on
want to be
that
that
later.
guy. I checked you.
So this movie got like there's a lot of moments like right at the beginning where it was really intense, and but like I felt like they just kept doing that, and like those tense moments just became less and less intense because
There's no overarching tenseness.
yeah, like it
It'd
doesn't
be like a tense scene and then like kind of thing happens and then a tense scene. There's
Yeah.
no like building.
to
tension.
anything. They're just like okay, and then just like it would just keep happening. It was like there was no payoff for the intensity that was there. So that was kind of the problem that I had with it. Scott obviously disagrees.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Very
Interesting you would say that, Scott.
intrigued, I think.
Interesting.
Yeah, there was a lot of confusing moments in it. Timelines mostly, I think.
Oof.
No
No color, no timelines?
Yeah.
Switty zero.
out.
That's weird, eh?
But yeah, just the whole thing. Like, there's one thing that really freaks me out in movies. Like, probably like the number one thing that freaks me out in movies is people wearing masks.
There's a lot of masks.
A
Pretty
lot of
scary.
masks in this.
Pretty scary.
I dig masks.
I see. Like, usually I'm okay
I'm
with
into
that
that kind of thing.
Like, usually, like yeah, actually, no, I'm not gonna say that. But it's. But like, there's one like, when he got like the new mask and he started walking around with that. Didn't like that at all. Terrified the crap out of me.
Weird.
And she was walking around like.
Terrifying.
Spoilers. She's naked. She's walking around.
She's naked.
She's naked. Just walking around with a weird, fucked up mask on, and it was sexually
It
terrifying.
was a weird feeling.
It was the. She's now the star of all my sexual nightmares.
What are those mouths?
Taking over Quentin Tarantino's spot.
See, you
It's
liked
taking over Quentin Tarantino's spot.
So you liked it.
Oh, well, those moments, like my penis was confused,
Yeah.
but yeah, overall, like it felt like it was very Wind River ish, but it didn't have that same hit.
Emotional. Impact.
Yeah, So it was good.
Phil,
The Thrill.
what do you think?
Clark.
There were parts I liked, but overall, I did not like this movie.
Did not like.
Do
Did
Did
tell.
not like.
Thumbs down.
Did not.
Do you like Jeremy Saulnier?
I do. I thought Green Room was great. I haven't seen Blue Ruin, but I've heard good things.
Very good.
Red Pyramid's also supposed
This
to be
kind of hit the balance for me, like the perfect balance of like boring and too complicated. Like it
It
was
is the
like
perfect balance.
good. Yeah.
it was like I don't want to watch this because I don't know what's going on, but they're not going to explain what's happening, and it was just like it was.
See, there's
took
that
me
thing. I
out
was
of it.
hoping that it would be like something tied up at the end.
Yeah, there might be something very good in there.
Yeah.
But they didn't bring that.
There
out.
was nothing.
And I think
Yeah.
that might like I didn't know about the book until you said it, and he didn't write it, so
It's coming together.
it
Makes sense.
shows on film
Yeah.
that it wasn't. But I mean, I liked how it was shot. The performances were decent. The score was all right.
I don't remember the score, to be honest.
It was all right.
It's fine.
There was
Assuming
no
it was
classic
haunting.
rock.
There was nothing.
so-
There was nothing that was like, "Oh, this is terrible.
I don't remember that.
can't handle this."
I saw
So
it like 2 weeks ago, though.
That's almost worse.
We went to TIFF and saw it.
It's like that's almost worse though because it wasn't so bad that you remember it. It was just like
They say that's what you want from a good score.
to not remember it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Apparently.
nailed it.
Apparently that's the goal.
So did not like.
did not like it.
So liked, not sure, didn't like.
Yeah.
Is that what we're at?
I think so.
Well, I'll jump in. I thought this movie was fine.
Fun.
It didn't blow me away. I
Interesting.
definitely had that because we saw the world premiere.
World premiere.
We saw the world premiere.
We went to TIFF and saw it. A couple
Like
weeks earlier.
Jeremy Saulnier was there, Macon Blair was there, all the stars were
It was
there.
the world premiere in my bedroom.
Skarsgård, Riley Keough, Jeffrey Wright was there,
Oh man.
James Badgedale was there.
Rich people were there.
Yeah, a bunch of
Suits.
rich people were there in front of us. It was weird.
That's wild.
They were so rich.
You know, that whole experience adds to it. You know,
Mhm.
the anticipation level was high in the theater
Oh,
for
yeah.
me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
shit. Because we were in the theater, we were sitting down, we're like, I'm checking this showtimes. I'm like, wait, what? Like, I was wondering why there was so many, like, reserved seats.
Yeah.
There's like all these rich people. I'm like, why are they like, they're like serving champagne and shit? I'm like, what's going on? I checked the showtimes. I'm like, this is the first showtime. Like, wait, this is a North American premiere. And then they introduce Jeremy Saulnier. He comes out, and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't expect this.
It's amazing.
And it just that moment just kind of boosted my expectation.
Mm.
Me
I was
too.
like fucking hype
Mm-hmm.
when the movie started. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then it just slowly, did this for me.
For 2 hours.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one. Like they ask a lot of questions and they don't answer a lot of things.
Mhm.
But I don't think it was
Not always a bad thing for movies to leave you hanging.
Yeah, but like you have
But-
to leave it hanging to a point where it's like you kind of have to use your own imagination to figure stuff out. They kind of left it hanging to the point where it was just like, where's the rest of it?
You can have ambiguous questions.
Here's
but you
the
gotta
thing,
answer something.
like-
Yeah.
You can't just. They can't all be ambiguous.
We can talk about it in spoilers, but there's sort of this clear, especially the ending, like the very very ending.
Yes.
Right? There's like almost this like clear like metaphor thing, and they allude to it during the movie. You know, they as far as the like wolf connection. You
Yeah.
know, well, I don't want to say too much, but they sort of allude to it during the film a couple times. And I'm sort of wondering like, okay, like what is that saying though?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, it's just a very
What is the point of this?
basic. It's
Yeah.
like what, like so we're just animals? Like, what,
Yeah.
is that what you're saying? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know. It's just like,
You're a strange animal, right?
yeah,
Didn't that song play?
At the end? In the
Yeah.
credits?
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I saw it. Just kidding. I saw it at TIFF earlier than you. guys.
Yeah.
Did they do
Oh,
recut?
okay.
Did they do reshoots for this or no?
what after TIFF?
Yeah.
No,
Okay. I thought I remember them seeing like there was.
it literally was only been a couple weeks. Like, there's no time.
Outlaw King has been
Netflix.
Okay, that's what I was
Outlaw
thinking.
King isn't coming out till November, so,
Okay.
so there's time. to
That's
do
what I was
that.
thinking about.
There would be no time there yet
Yeah.
to hold the dark. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought like the sort of message that he was reaching for, it just didn't hit for me.
Mhm.
Like I just didn't connect with that. But yeah, I thought the actual film itself, I mean, visually, really dark, which is cool. I guess there was some interesting shots visually,
Mm-hmm.
lots of like silhouettes and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
nice interplay with light and stuff like that. But The performances were fine. I like seeing Skarsgård just being this kind of emotionless, kind of like
Mask wearing
Halloween guy, like Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Slasher.
Guy, just top of the head.
Yeah.
Had a great scene with. I like Macon Blair.
Yeah.
I thought his scene,
He's great.
great comedic relief.
Yeah.
Especially like when he just shows up in the middle of the movie and we're like, oh my god, it's fucking he's in it. Because I
Macon
didn't know he
Blair-
was in it.
I didn't know he was in it either. He wasn't in the trailer.
Macon Blair was the guy who like.
Yeah, he was like
Okay.
his friend.
Yeah.
That he goes and like sews him up or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
And then he's like on the phone. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. He's just this greasy. I don't know. He just plays that role well, where he's just like this scumbag.
Greasy guy who just lives in a factory. Like,
yeah, fucked.
Lives in fact.
yeah.
Gross.
It's like Eraserhead or something.
That's gross.
But yeah, I thought the performances were fine all around. And yeah, I just thought the whole message and the sort of plot became a little bit muddled. For me.
Lost.
Yeah, I thought Jeffrey Wright was great, but yeah, a little muddled for me.
Was Jeffrey Wright at all too Manny Patinkin-ish?
Mm.
No, I didn't make that connection. Did you think
No,
that? No,
I didn't. But
Did you
you
think
thought it was
that,
Mandy Patinkin?
Tyler?
100%. When he's on that plane, like flying in, I was like, "Fuck, Mandy Patinkin's in this."
Except, I mean, Mandy Patinkin's white.
It was dark.
Jeffrey Wright is.
It was
not
dark.
white.
Okay.
hold the dark.
It was dark. I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is like a potential 5. I'm sitting there just looking at Mandy Patinkin, like this could be a 5.
It's beautiful. Colorblind. But...
And then he got off the plane. It was Jeffrey Wright. I'm like, okay, this could still work.
Think they reshot actors? This is weird.
Yeah. It's like,
Is that why you
Bizarre.
asked if they reshot it?
no.
I did. There's a few sequences I liked. Like the shootout, I thought was a bit over much. Like I don't know, maybe a bit unrealistic.
Well,
Like,
it just went
well,
like.
arguably too many people died.
It was both. It was like too much and like not enough actual.
Carnage.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Visual carnage.
Yeah. Like you think
A lot of
He's
people,
just like shooting the whole time, and like you're just seeing like,
Everyone
people in
would've
it
got
cover.
became
like,
boring. It wasn't
yeah.
like
Right.
I don't know. It was weird.
yeah,
Like-
that's true.
They had a lot of intense moments in this movie, but like that kind of lost its intensity because it almost went on too long.
Right. Now there was a couple sequences that I liked. Though. Like I liked
Right.
the whole sequence in I guess it's Iraq or Afghanistan. Probably Afghanistan.
Love that.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I liked that sequence. I was like, oh my god, they're like he's shooting like a
The
war sequence.
first scene was brutal, where he's got like everything up, and then he just peel that down. Take
But then
this
the
off.
whole like rape
drop this down,
sequence,
Yeah.
sort of. It's interesting how that scene like it makes you think one thing about his character,
Right.
but then it kind of flips.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right? It's sort of like your expectations get like stomped. And then I like the sequence where, again, Skarsgård just is a savage out of nowhere when they're like he's just talking with the cops.
Oh
outside,
yeah.
and just yeah,
Spoiler.
it came out of nowhere. But yeah, that kind of blew me away. And just the sequence at the end as well with James Badge Dale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also
that
crazy.
I was like, what? Anyways, so yeah, there was some surprisingly violent moments. I guess everything I'm saying is like some like shocking violent thing, which I think Jeremy Saulnier does well. There's a lot of that in Green Room as well, right?
Ruby's
Oh,
very
yeah.
violent. Yeah.
Very savage, and it just kind of
the gore
shocks you with the level of
Gore.
The
intensity.
gore was very well done. I will say that it didn't look like
In this
Like
or
the
in Green
king
Room?
of
in
gore.
this.
Okay, because I was gonna say in Green Room, like there's that moment where like he like who is it? What's his face?
Anton
His
Anton
like arm
Rest
gets
in
taken, and
peace.
then he gets fucking
Like you like
slashed.
you get like you see like bits of flesh like hanging off his skin. Like that was like it was
Tape it back up.
great, well done. Like that was like
Duct tape.
very well done. So like this, I think was almost even a step back. I would say.
Eh,
Oh,
they
is this
didn't
in, like-
quite go to that level.
Yeah. I mean, there's that one police officer who gets like his face blown off, like right here. And
You
you
see
see
like a
like
chunk.
teeth.
Yeah.
Leg blown off.
The arrows were pretty
Arrows were devastating.
vicious.
Yeah.
Or that shot in Afghanistan through the neck.
Mm.
Oh,
How brutal was that? Where it was
Yeah.
just like,
So real.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought again that aspect of the film I thought was done well. It's just for me, it was the plot was a little bit muddled. Adam, though, I want to hear what you thought.
This is it.
This
Don't
is it.
don't hold back
I won't hold the
in the
dark.
dark. Don't hold the dark. Don't hold it back
Of
in the
my
dark.
review for this movie. I like this movie. I like this
Alright.
movie. I think the most out of everyone. I didn't have as much of a muddled sort of reaction as maybe you guys did. I liked it in that it felt like a Twin Peaks esque thing. Like I was expecting.
Have
when-
you watched Twin Peaks?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not Twin Peaksy at all.
You didn't think?
No.
Like the like sort of forest town and like in the mountains, no?
Someone died.
Sorry, bud.
Mystery, police.
Sorry, bud.
Police mystery, not
Sorry, bud.
not similar at all.
No,
Okay.
Tim disagrees.
Okay, well, believe it or not, I've seen Twin Peaks. I feel that it is Twin Peaksy.
Yeah, and I've seen Hold the Dark. Nice try.
I know. Sorry. Yeah, I just felt that it had those, like, I thought it was going to be a generic Wind River, like, streamline. Like, I love Wind River. I thought it was going to be a very safe sort of generic revenge movie, and I was refreshed that Saulnier went very different with it. Like, it was weirder than I expected. And there was all the, like, twists and turns did keep me at the edge of my seat. I thought Skarsgård was good as, like, this sort of, well, literally at times faceless machine, basically. I love the war scene. It was, like, probably my favorite scene. I love how you think he's going to be this, like, Captain America when he saves the girl from being raped, but you're, like, instantly like, no, this guy's fucked.
Yeah.
There's something wrong here. Like,
Looking for a reason to kill kind of thing.
yeah. And just picks the cigarette back up, bloody hands and all. Yeah, I like the violence. Well shot. I love the shootout. I didn't really think that it went too long. It was
Now that they said it, I'm like, it kind of went a little bit long.
Yeah?
I could see
I
that.
don't know.
Yeah, you're wrong.
I'm wrong, yeah.
Yeah.
Twice. I'm over 2.
Yeah, that can't be right. There's no way.
And I did think that it devolved toward the end into sort of just like slasher territory, like you're saying, like Michael Myers kind of thing.
Slasher, but like not in a good way. Like it wasn't like
Yeah,
it
not
wasn't.
in a good way.
It looked like like it was kind of a slasher feel, but like it wasn't a slasher.
Yeah,
It's weird.
and like that ending left me wanting more. The ending was very not. I don't know how to describe. Like, yeah, it didn't wrap it up at all. It was like,
You didn't want more. You just wanted answers.
that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
No, I don't mean I wanted more movie.
I just
mean,
wanted. Yeah.
like, I wanted to actually.
Have the story
Arc?
concluded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like, instead of doing an arc, it was like it just did kind of
So you agree
meander.
with me?
It kind of went
I
like
guess it
this.
did meander a little bit. It did meander a little bit. But no, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
I think
You're
I want to
wrong.
read the book.
I guess I'm wrong.
Now,
There's a-
like given
You.
that there's a book.
Just watch
I
a
would-
subtitled movie.
I'll say it in spoilers, but there's something in the book that is alluded to in the movie, and it's very interesting.
Have you read the book?
No,
Oh.
but I read about it. And
You read about the book.
I'll
Well, let's
mention
give
it in
our
spoilers.
ratings and we can get into some spoiler discussion. I'm going to start off. I'm going to go heavy 3.
I'm gonna go heavy 3 as well.
Oh, wow.
Heavy too.
Oh!
Heavy too.
Oh!
Yeah.
So you have to go light 4 then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
America.
Well, fair warning, if you haven't seen Hold the Dark, we will be discussing spoilers, so you've been warned. If I had the technology, I would put a spoiler warning graphic, but
We
I
need our
don't.
editor.
Spoiler warning.
Dr. Pepper waiting on.
Tim, is there something you
Putting
want to
on some
talk
mic.
about?
So apparently in the book,
Right.
Riley Keough and Alexander Skarsgård, brother sister.
There's a photo, isn't there?
Yes, there's a photo of them as kids, and
Oh,
also
that's
she mentions that she never
Nope.
met him; she's just known him
Her whole
Whole
life.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I wonder where they looked that
Nasty.
up.
Did they not?
Maybe that's why the boy was sick.
yeah.
Maybe if, but like,
And,
are you
like-
saying they aren't though?
No, and the,
Like, they didn't
they
say
didn't
it,
say,
They didn't say
it,
they
yeah.
weren't.
They didn't say they weren't.
And like
That's
Skarsgård was like, as a kid, he was
That's
like
gross.
in therapy for like being unnatural or something. Like there's like some they
And that-
allude
more
to
backstory.
it.
That old like native woman is like she practices evil.
Yeah.
Like, just very vaguely.
Yeah.
Interesting.
She,
That
So I don't know if that
whole
I don't know if that
aspect-
adds anything
I
to
feel like
like,
reading the book would enhance the movie.
See, if they had said that or like alluded to it better, so the people who hadn't read the book would kind of get the idea of that.
Yeah.
That would almost be better. Like I would have
Fucked
preferred that
up.
to be in the movie.
yeah, it adds like another layer to these
Yeah,
characters.
which is actually like
Because it explains the end where like he doesn't kill her even
Yeah.
though she killed their kid, because
Right.
it's not like it's just like I'm not saying like it's just his wife, but like they also have like that sibling relationship too, where like
Yeah.
I don't really want to kill you because you're also my sister
yeah.
type of thing, right? Because I'm like why why isn't he killing her? Like he's
Weren't they,
killed like
cult?
40 people to get to her, and then like they just make out and leave. I'm like, What? Why? Makes no sense.
Why did they not kill Jeffrey Wright?
They just left him alive, I guess.
Well,
or
see-
they left him for dead. They thought he would die.
Like
I
the
guess.
wolf when it like.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I thought that like they left him like they what was the phrase he used? They spared you.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that I don't know if it was tied to the same thing, but
Skarsgård's a wolf with the wolf mask,
They allude to that too. That like they're like
like supernatural.
yeah.
They're wolves or something.
Which I don't think it is. I think that's just the Aboriginal
Well, Sonya
people putting it on
said
their own.
that he didn't go down the supernatural road, like
He
purposefully.
just slightly, he kind of alluded to it.
Yeah.
Leaned
It's
into
like
it.
wolf references.
Just a little.
yeah.
I did think the sort of like Aboriginal, like spiritual thing of it, I thought it was a little bit cliche for me. Like
Yeah.
it didn't land.
No.
For me.
So, I mean, if you're gonna do that, you kind of have to steer more into it.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna like kind of like put that in there, you kind of have to go a little harder with it. Otherwise, it just kind of.
I agree with Ty on this one.
Are you okay?
It's a bad.
I literally
taste
thought
in
you were
your
about to throw
mouth.
up. I was like, oh god, no.
I know it's sickening. It's hard. So
No, I
it happens sometimes.
I feel like if there was that like layer to it of like mad, like when they put the masks on and she's got the like the
And
nose
it's like
and
Twilight,
mask.
and they fucking turn into wolves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would have been
sick.
sick.
CG wolf fight.
Yeah.
That would have been way sick.
Yes.
That's what this movie needed, man.
Yeah, honestly, I think we needed like Jacob, and we needed fucking.
Oh my god.
fucking call up Taylor Lautner. Is not
yeah,
doing
we need
anything.
Taylor Lautner for sure. That would have improved this film. Definitely.
Definitely.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
But like the wolves are like looking at him and they're like right there, and that one wolf is like staring down the scope into his eye. And it's just like they're like he's like, no, we're not killing this guy. It's like, what? And then at the end, the wolves are like hung, like they got the blood on their noses, and they're just like, no, we're not killing this guy again. No. Like it was weird that they just like
yeah, I literally don't get why.
I don't know.
Well, the
why
wolf. That's the thing is like the wolves weren't the issue.
but they're like eating their kid too. Like that's
That's
what,
survival,
That's
though.
what.
That's
So
science,
they'd eat
man.
their young,
Was
but
it
they
just-
wouldn't eat like.
But was it at random? Is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, why did the
That-
wolves just not eat
Yeah.
Jeffrey Wright?
That's my. Was
Oh.
I literally don't understand. Like, why would they not eat him
It's obvious.
twice?
Or like when the guy's falling
I don't
slow mo
know.
out of his house, and
Do
it,
we
like, cuts to
think
that
Jeremy
wolf, and
Saulnier
the wolf's
knows?
just like, ooh, like,
They made that noise.
I'm sure Macon Blair would have a rebuttal to that.
We gotta get Macon Blair on.
Did you
Friend
guys
of the show,
see
Big fan of that.
James Badge Dale's death coming?
No, no, did
As
not.
soon as he said, "When this is all done, I'm taking my wife on a trip."
Actually, yes.
I was like, "Nope, that's it. You're
When
done."
he said that, I was like,
Dead.
oh, yes. When he said that, I was like, okay, he's definitely gonna die.
Yeah, he's dying
I didn't
now.
expect it when he died that would be it.
Just kind of came out of nowhere.
Just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But when he said that, I'm like, oh, characters
And then, like-
should not be making future plans in movies.
Right after that, and then like they get on a plane. Yeah, it's just the two of us. We're going together. I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is happening."
Yeah, you're toast, bud.
Yeah.
I like
Make
how he's
good
like,
plans after
watch
this.
out, he's gonna shoot it, and then he turns and just,
And she's like, "Oh,
Arrow,
shit."
like,
arrow right there. But
Like-
the gore was good, like the little, like blood in the arrow. And
Yeah.
stuff. I was like, oh, that's
Honestly, I thought that like he might not have died just because of the way he was hit. Like I
was
like
hoping.
do like a clean
I
right
know.
through.
I was really sad when he died. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck.
No.
Sadness.
Great mustache. Great mustache.
Anything else you guys want to mention? Spoiler.
The creepy ass fucking masks.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
choking
creepy.
thing was weird as well.
Well, she wants to be
Yeah.
punished.
I think
Yeah.
she was
Yeah.
obviously fucked up.
Yeah, she had some
Skarsgård
issues
abusing her, I
with
guess.
I also thought I'm probably wrong. It's probably not that actor, but I feel like they're like, I don't know if he was a hunter or someone that he like met at this like mine
the
or whatever.
Indian hunter, they called him.
He like literally looked like the guy that plays Freddy Krueger. I don't know. Is that-
Oh, that
Yeah,
guy.
the little
Robert
old
Egg-
man.
Eglin or
The
whatever?
guy who said
Robert
you've been
Englund,
here
yeah.
since we were a kid or whatever.
I was like, is that that guy? I don't think it was,
Oh,
but
it was
No.
I don't know why that kind of triggered me.
And like when he just shows up, like this is like a whole new character that has like this whole like back history with these guys, and he's like introduced like in the last like 15 minutes of the movie, and like they're throwing things in there like they said you're
Clearly from the
unnatural.
books.
I sold your father all this wolf oil because you were unnatural. It's like really in like the last like little bit of the movie you're tossing all this stuff in.
Yeah.
Like
It was
that,
odd.
Man.
it felt so forced to me.
It was oddly paced,
Yeah,
oddly structured.
yeah.
And they start with like, oh, this is the third kid that's missing.
Yeah.
And the other two kids can just go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't care.
We don't
Like the
care.
guy's daughter.
Yeah. Don't care.
I mean, I get why he was mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucked. Yeah. I guess that'll do it
We
for
all
our
loved it.
review of Hold the Dark. Check it out on Netflix. Adam, you were saying that they weren't even promoting it on
Yeah,
Netflix.
I was horrified when I told you guys that it was on there. I'm
I had
like,
no idea it was on the.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I logged into Netflix expecting to get blasted, right? With like, they'll do that. I like, oh my god, I was wrong. I look like an idiot now. It's not on here.
I had to search "hold the" before it came up.
I checked recently added, like in that main thumbnails thing. Wasn't there? It was like buried. I'm like, did they not like this?
Mine was on the front page.
It was on the front page.
But I thumbed up like Wind River, so maybe that's why they like.
That's the thing. So did I. But like, I had to go. Like, I expected
I
to do
did
like
too.
HOLD, and
I
then
mean,
all of a sudden it would just pop up. But,
I
like,
had to scroll down a bit, but I did see the banner like "Hold the Dark."
Really?
Yeah.
huh?
When did you watch it? Today?
6 o'clock today.
Okay.
This evening.
I searched like Friday, like the day that it dropped. So I don't know if like took them time to.
I watched mine
I
this
don't know.
morning.
Oh yeah, we added a movie.
I think of like Maniac, like that
Paid
was like
millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Right.
some movies. The second they're out, they get blasted.
Right.
But Tim, where can people find us?
I haven't done this in so long. People can find us on Twitter at UpReal8. You can find me personally on Letterboxd at UpRealTim and on Instagram at TheCraftPundit.
You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram at UpReal8 Podcast. You can also
Phil.
find me on Letterboxd at UpRealTime.
Phil,
Find me on Letterboxd at Wicked Swami.
Yeah.
Just got
How do
thrown
you
off.
spell that?
WICKED.
No, Swami.
SWAMI. Swami.
Good. Swami.
Adam,
You can find me on Twitter at Franey25 and on Instagram and Letterboxd at UpRealAdam.
find myself Scott on Letterboxd at UpRealScott. And yeah, guys, if you enjoy this video, leave a like on it. Leave a comment below in the comment section if you want to join our
Or in
discussion.
there.
And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, keep it real.